FOMO is the fear of missing out. Might have Daniel had the fear of missing out? Well, yeah, he probably missed out on having a family. He missed out on his homeland. He probably missed out on a lot. So he had a lot of fears, and it's not uncommon for us to have fears in life. I know a lot of students are. They miss going to ball games. My son missed going to cafeteria. He couldn't go to classes. Many of us have missed going to church, fellowship with others, even eating out. We missed being with our families. Yeah, there was a certain fear of missing out that's come with this pandemic that was natural. So I'm sure Daniel had a little bit of FOMO. What does JOMO stand for? Well, that was the joy of missing out. When we think about this story in Daniel, could Daniel have having some joy when he missed out on his whole life? Well, it's very possible. It's very possible that his walk with God and his worship with God was so strong that he had joy in just knowing he was following God's will. Despite all of the bad things that happened in his life that would seem bad to us, he knew that God had a greater plan, and he could have certainly found joy in that. How about us today? Are we, during this pandemic, finding joy of missing out? Well, in some ways, it's been good. I know it's given us more time to read, more time to be with family, more time to think about what's really important in this world. Here's a pandemic affecting 7 billion people. All of the people in the world are affected in some way or the other. What is God trying to allow happening? Is this a time for us to get closer to him? Is it time to share the gospel? Is it time to get back to biblical prescriptions? Well, maybe that is part of the joy of missing out. Maybe there's been some good, families coming together, us realizing what's really important. Maybe it's sort of reset some of our priorities. So there's the FOMO and the JOMO, but what are the EMP? Well, look at Daniel. That's where I get the EMP from, is Daniel, as he had gone through the FOMO, probably wasn't experiencing the JOMO quite yet, but he comes up with this third acronym that I want to throw out with us, and that's the acronym of EMP. You might not have heard that, whether you're a silent generation, a boomer, a millennial. You might not have heard that, but I'm going to throw this into our vocabulary. EMP, eat more plants. Daniel says, let's do some EMP. I've done the FOMO thing. I'm heading to the JOMO, but I'm going to do EMP, eat more plants, because we find in this story, when he ate more plants, later on in verse 20, he was a lot smarter after the time went by, 10 times better than the magicians and astrologers who were in the realm that might have not done the EMP. Daniel might have missed out, but he saw the value of EMP. And most importantly, this wasn't just about EMP. This was also about his worship to God. He stayed close to God. He knew that God was going to take care of him no matter what.